the trailer for X-Men 97 where
Yes.
Gambit loads up his claws with
I honestly had
it made you so mad.
high expectations for this
I think it
show.
looks fine.
I I think the frame rate on the animation is not great on the trailer.
Well, the original wasn't. They're
The
trying to
fact
make it
that
match.
if I want a continuation, I don't want member berries. I want something good.
This is the trailer. Let's see the whole thing. Okay.
I mean,
This
we
is a
already,
trailer.
yeah. Do you have the trailer put up?
I don't have it, but I could have it.
Yeah, let's look at it because we'll go through it when I can rage.
All right.
Because we already had this. If you're on our Discord, you already know that I mildly raged about this. And it's so hilarious that I saw people online. Well, the metal's so tough, and dude, that's not how Gambit's power works.
I mean, I like it. I'm one of those defenders, but here we go. Are you ready to see this?
It's no accounting for taste. Yes, go ahead.
All right. All right.
Watch the series finale of X-Men next Saturday morning. Check your local listings.
I'm great.
So you're mad already because they're reminding you of something that happened?
No, not yet.
I'm just checking.
Full to have the chance to say goodbye. I am proud of you all.
Why is Jubilee smiling? Wait, go back just a step. Right there.
Okay, hold on.
Why is Jubilee smiling?
But that's old.
Professor
That's
X is dying.
She can't wait. She wants to have his room.
Well, hold on. Didn't at the end of this, I haven't watched it in a while. I know. I never said this animation.
You cannot complain about the new one when this is what we were dealing with before.
Yeah, I know.
Come on.
No, but this is one shot. The other one, let's be honest, was a lot better at the time. Most of the scenes. This was like somebody did, and honestly, the animation at the beginning was way better than the last season of this.
All I can see is
it turned into a really shit show of animation.
The two Batmans looking at each other.
I know, right? But anyway, didn't at the end of this. Okay, hold on. Let's back up half a step.
Okay.
There's Morph.
Yeah, he died in the. Well, he comes back though, right?
Because Sinister brings him back.
Yeah, he comes back, but he dies in like the first episode.
Let's remember this photo right here.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, he was originally just a plot point to move the story in the very first episode.
Yes.
So why they brought him back in to begin with? Because he was never in the comics until after this was over.
But I have to admit something to you.
What?
I loved Morph in the show. For some reason, I was so into Morph, and I was always so pissed when he got killed. And I was like, "But he's so cool."
How did you think he was cool? It was one episode.
He turned into anybody, and he says, "My fellow Americans, I am an idiot."
But
I've seen it. I loved it.
I know.
All right.
But go ahead.
Fate lies in our.
You want to examine these faces too?
Like I said, the last season of the X-Men was the art was horrendous.
But listen,
they had they had changed who the artists were and everything else. But that were the same were the voice actors.
I have to tell you that I love the look. These are the X-Men for me.
The costumes, yeah.
I mean, this is it. This version of Magneto.
I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about Jubilee's look right there because that was never really a comic book look she had.
I loved her in the show.
No, I like the show. I liked it, but you know what? I'm a little older than you. I was already out of high school when this.
Sure. No, I was the right age for this to like. Well, and I got the tape from Pizza Hut. Remember the tape?
I have all three.
And Stan Lee comes on at the beginning and goes,
"Oh yeah."
I was trying to come up with the character, and I thought, oh, I don't like wearing glasses. I'll make his superpower that he has to wear glasses. It's Cyclops.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love a lot of people's arguments. They're like, well, X-Men are an allegory for this. No, it wasn't. Stan Lee made the X-Men because he was tired of making backstories. The whole allegory analogy did not even start until Claremont took over. And it was just that. It was allegories, not like in your face stuff.
Sure. But I've always felt that they are a pretty good allegory for like racism, homophobia, sexism, like that kind of stuff. They are a pretty good.
They were mostly
Ideal
an
for that.
allegory for outcasts wanting to fit in.
Exactly.
Simple as that.
Yeah, for sure.
And the whole argument of, well, Magneto was like, Malcolm X. So you're wanting to say that Malcolm X was a maniacal, homicidal, genocide
Maybe they're not all perfect.
villain?
Okay, let's move on.
I mean,
Hands now. Now.
The only thing animated in that was their hair. I just had
I
to
know,
say.
yes.
That was awesome.
let's be honest, the music is the very best thing.
It's really good.
Warlocks. Okay, stop.
Oh,
Stop where the paper is floating.
what do it say? Is
Okay.
Spider-Man a mutant?
Look the way they wrote Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
This is the Daily freaking Bugle. How many times have they written Spider-Man, and in this they misspell it?
Okay.
And also, why? Okay, I'm gonna cuss a lot. Why in the fuck would you put the worst ever storyline aspect of this stupid Hellfire Gala and mutant fashion show in this shit? Oh my fucking god.
Well,
You
do you think that will be in the show? Do you think we'll get to see the fashion show?
God, I hope not.
I kind of want to.
I want none. Why? You want me to rage? You want me to rage?
Maybe a little bit, but I wouldn't mind a mutant fashion show.
Look at this shot of Banshee alone.
Now,
That shit would never happen.
I agree.
It looks like what's his face? Ben Stiller
Oh,
with red hair,
Uh-huh. yeah.
And then your fashion show is Dust in a complete burqa. I mean, yeah, that's high fashion.
But it's fashionable, Chris.
No, it's
Hey,
not.
By the way, who is this here? I can't really tell.
It just says missing.
There's a face there. You don't see the face.
That almost looks like Wolfbane. Maybe
I can't tell who it is.
Or are those wings behind him? I can't. The way it is, I can't tell.
You think Archangel or something? It doesn't look like Archangel.
I was saying not with red hair though.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Have to stay vigilant. The professor entrusted us with his dream.
Okay, but didn't at the end of this, the original series, didn't the Shi'ar take Xavier?
Oh
And said
God, I
the
don't
only way
remember
to save
that.
his life. I know.
I don't remember that at all. I'll have to go back and rewatch
Yeah.
before. But that would be a good point if true.
How dark it is. We must believe in each other.
We get this done by working together as a team.
Jeez, Stub, keep buzzing in my ear.
And that is like the worst dialogue, even worse for the X-Men.
But it is pretty true to the original show, I have to say.
I don't know.
That
It was
doesn't mean they
pretty
should have
bad.
kept going with it, but
I
it
was
is
gonna
pretty
say,
true to the
that
original
was,
show.
That was pretty bad dialogue. I mean, we gotta call a spade a spade.
Yes. Oh, man, that shot of Storm is awesome.
But I want to say one thing, and this is just a small thing. With her hair, go for full-on 80s mohawk and get rid of the Jim Lee costume. If you're gonna do that, instead of doing the modern day shaved sides, which was not prevalent in 87 or 97, if you're gonna give Storm the mohawk, you give her the 80s, 90s costume. The leather vest, the black, and the mohawk.
Yeah.
Not this Jim Lee costume with a, SJW mohawk shaved side hair.
I think I prefer the mohawk, I will say. That's just me. I do prefer the mohawk.
Yes.
I like the mohawk a lot.
That was one of her most badass looks.
Yeah, I do. I really like it. Hold on, I want to go back to just that one frame.
The Bishop frame or that one?
This here. Just everyone, people generally looking normal, and then Logan is just pissed.
Okay,
and
but look
he
at
doesn't
his
want to be there.
arms. his proportion to his arms.
He's wearing a big coat.
No, I mean his hands. He looks like Wreck-It Ralph.
He's got big hands. He's a Wolverine.
Dude's like 5'4".
Yeah.
And what is she, like 3 foot? Is
She
a
must be
midget?
4'9". I don't know.
That's more than 5 inches right there.
I don't know. All right, moving on.
We know that's not Jean. Because she's pregnant.
It looks like Jean.
Madeline Pryor, I bet.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're probably right. It has to be Madeline Pryor.
Because in the casting, they've already said Cable is in it.
Yep. So you're right. I think you're right.
Okay, and then stop. Okay.
This is our most intense trailer watching ever.
I know, right?
Good God.
What is Wolverine looking at? Because her ass is no longer there like it was in the original.
This has
comic,
been all over the
original.
internet.
I know.
It's a faraway shot.
But no,
Calm
the funny is this is the shot they gave on. Instead of looking up here, he's looking right at her.
I think she's behind him. I
I
would say she's behind him.
I don't think so.
He's closer to the camera than she is.
Yeah, well, yeah. Sorry,
So
I was
him
thinking,
looking.
I wouldn't call that in front of him, but yeah.
So him looking down. I don't think he's looking at her butt. If anything, he's looking at.
But the shot, it looks like he's looking at her ass.
I mean, I can see why you'd say that, but I don't believe so. I think
But
he's
it's like,
looking.
why would you be looking this
down
way
here.
when this big mamma jamma is right there, or this one is right here, or this one is right here?
Well, they don't notice the Sentinels. But, there's someone in front of them too. That's why.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Moving on.
Okay.
This is
Stop right here.
badass, Chris. Before you say anything, I love this. Except the funniest thing is, why would Gambit be riding Wolverine like a piggyback ride? That's the thing that's crazy about this. That's the thing that's
not the
crazy.
only thing.
No, that's the thing that makes you go, what?
Yeah. I mean, that's part of it.
Charging the claws is awesome. Him riding Wolverine
Yes.
confidently like this, like they've done this before. What's going on? Ugh.
Okay. Go back to just a second. Right there.
That's cool as hell. Does it canonically not work? Maybe. I don't
Absolutely not. Gambit's power is to charge an object to make it explode.
care. Okay, but surely there's an object that can withstand it and not explode.
Not
Surely
if you're-
adamantium.
Not if you're putting the energy into an object. And basically it's to excite the atoms of the object.
Oh, they're excited, all right. And so am I.
Well,
Look at
I
this.
mean, it would not only would it, go through his whole entire skeleton and turn Wolverine basically into the toughest frag grenade on the face of the planet.
Sure. That's true. You don't want to be in the way of that.
That's why if you look at the ends of Gambit's staff, he replaces them all the time
Right.
because he charges them and they blow up.
Right. Exactly. I just took a
This-
screenshot of this for our art here.
Yeah, good. This would make the whole thing blow up. And there would be nothing that would be able to stop the frag pieces of adamantium.
I understand what you're saying, sir, but let this ride. It's cool.
Well, you mean kind of like Gambit is on
Yes!
Wolverine's ass?
Yes. Jeez.
To me, my X-Men.
Okay, of all the things, that was the most cringiest line
Gambit would say that.
because, huh?
I think Gambit. I think Cyclops would say that.
No,
He's trying to take.
That's Xavier's line.
He's trying to be Xavier. He's trying to. He thinks it will
Yeah.
make the people feel better. It'll remind them of Xavier, but also it serves the function of, hey guys, get over here. But also, where
can't-
were they? They just all land behind him.
Yeah.
What were they doing?
Well, let's see. Rogue's got them two and tossed. Wolverine's just running and Storm through.
This look for
And then-
Storm rules. What are you talking about?
And who knows? No, I said Storm through.
No,
Gambit.
I'm saying she looks. This is a great look for her. Keep the mohawk.
Yeah,
Oh,
but if you look at closer shots, this is the only one that shows shaved sides.
Hmm.
All the other shots had like a short buzz cut hair.
oh, okay.
So this is they messed up, you know, and put her to have.
I gotcha.
And then you have like the mannequin, you know, from Alien or
This
what
guy?
was it? He looks like one of the aliens from Prometheus
Oh, yes,
now over here.
yes, absolutely. All right, but you know, it's cool to see.
But the
Cool to see my dudes over
X-Men,
here.
my X-Men come to me. That's an Xavier line.
To me, my X-Men.
Always, yeah, it always was, and Cyclops never, ever that I can remember.
But he has to say
ever
it now
said
because
no,
Xavier
he
is gone.
doesn't.
Yes,
Xavier's
he's
been
the,
gone several times. in
he's the
comic
leader of the
book.
X-Men now. He has to
He's
say
been
it.
the leader several times, and he's never said, "My X-Men come to me."
He's doing it to remind them of Xavier. It's a story thing, okay? It's just good writing, Chris. You wouldn't understand.
Right.
Magneto.
The last will and
This rules. This I love this.
Okay, this was straight out of Jim Lee, these costumes, except for big old Prego Madeline right here
That's great.
as the ref. This was straight out of one of Jim Lee's issues.
I love it. I love this
Because
shot.
I remember the Remy with no shirt and the red headband, Cyclops with the backwards hat on, them playing, this was a basketball game.
I think I have.
I've-
Is
I've
there a
got the
card?
issue.
I think I have a card of this Cyclops with this outfit. I think so.
Probably, I know it was in the 90s,
Mhm.
and he was in one of the sets. But this is straight out of, which I'm fine with. That's good.
Absolutely agree.
But
I'm glad this
still,
kind of stuff is there.
Prometheus over here does not fit because every other thing, Morph would always have his normal face that he had throughout. If he's
I think
just-
later this is really what Morph always was, though, right? This is always Morph,
no.
pretty much from now on, though. Yeah,
Well, this
that's
only
Morph
hit,
as I know Morph.
this only hit from Age of Apocalypse.
hmm But
So-
but what I mean is, like, I think that's what Morph is to me. When I think Morph, that's the look.
Now, Morph with the black hair and the goofy voice from almost all of it.
All right. Well, when I
Was-
think Morph, this is what I go for in my
Yeah.
mind.
No.
All right.
testament of Charles Xavier. Everything he built.
And I was going to say, wasn't Magneto's voice a lot more deeper and a little more menacing?
I really
Kind
don't.
of.
I really don't remember.
I mean, like I said,
I
it's
know
been a long time.
They got some of these actors to come back, but I know some couldn't or aren't with us anymore. I guess. So I don't know who is all back and who's not. We should look
Yeah.
at that sometime.
I just, his voice doesn't match his look to me.
Hmm.
So, and then I know the only one I think really wasn't there was the character that plays Jubilee because she wasn't Asian
Hmm.
and they didn't, God forbid that a voice actor does a voice that's not.
Well, that's a tough one. I don't have a good answer there,
Yeah,
but it sounds like they got most of the people back, which is cool.
right.
Now belongs to me.
Oh, that's all it was left? Come on.
Yeah, that was all that was left.
Ripped off. All right. Well, I didn't expect that to go so hard. Okay.
I'm gonna give it a chance.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm telling you right now, I don't expect it to be anything more than a fun X-Men nostalgia fest. That's all I want it to be. I don't think there's going to be anything mind-blowing in there, although I do think Wolverine's claws exploding is cool.
I want to see him explode.
That would be awesome. And then he just reforms
Just-
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole episode is him just growing back together,
Looks like scanners. for a
like in
second there.
Hellraiser when the blood gets in the floor and then
Oh,
Uncle
yeah.
Frank reforms. Oh yeah, that's my stuff.